This is day 11 of coding every day, until I hit 1K subs. Today I tackled a couple of usability issues with Google AI Studio. First off, the copy button is surprisingly hard to find. You actually have to hover over the response, then click this tiny More Options button way up at the top. And then you get two copy buttons, one for text and one for markdown. It should really just be one click, but here it takes two, which gets pretty tedious after a while. The other problem is that AI Studio doesn't clearly indicate when it's finished generating a response. You can copy the text while it's still incomplete, and even the feedback button shows up a little bit prematurely. So I built a Chrome extension to fix these. It's called Gemini Copy Button Mover. I'll show you the final result in a bit. See? One-click copying with my custom button, and it only appears when the AI is actually done generating. Here's how I made it work. First, I use a mutation observer to watch for new messages. This observe messages function keeps an eye on the page and runs whenever something changes. Inside, it looks for newly added .model-prompt-container elements, which hold the AI's responses. For each of these, it calls my wait for stable text and insert copy button function. Wait for stable text and insert copy button does two crucial things. First, it waits for the feedback buttons like the thumbs up to appear. I figured this happens when the ally is done processing but still might be typing. Then, and this is key, it monitors the text for changes. If there are no changes for half a second, we assume the response is stable, and then it inserts the copy button. Finally, Create Copy Button creates the button, styles it, and adds the click handler. The click handler grabs the text from the response, removes any special blocks I might use, and then copies it to the clipboard. It also provides visual feedback, changing the button text to, or as needed. Right now the Chrome Web Store only has version 1, which always shows the copy button. I'm still waiting for Google to approve version 2, the one with the stability check. But if you're impatient, you can grab version 2 right now from my GitHub. And now let's move on to the Leetcode problems I tackled today. Spoiler alert. First up was problem 34. Find first and last position of element in sorted array. Basically, you're given a sorted array and a target value, and you need to find the starting and ending positions of that target. If the target isn't there, you return -1, -1. Here's my solution. I just iterate through the array, keeping track of the first and last positions where I find the target. If the current number equals the target, and it's the first time we've seen it, I set both the start and end positions to the current index. Otherwise, I just update the end position. The big O of this is big O of n since it just goes through the array once. Next is 2560 House Robber 4. Don't worry if you haven't seen the other House Robber problems. The gist is that there are houses in a row, each with some money. You want to rob as much as possible, but you can't rob adjacent houses. This problem adds a twist. You have a capability, which is the maximum amount you can steal from any single house. And you need to rob at least K houses. The goal is to find the minimum capability needed to rob at least K houses. Here's my solution. I used binary search. The search space is from 1, the smallest possible amount in a house, to the maximum value in the nums array. For each mid_reward, our potential capability, I iterate through the houses. If a house has less than or equal to mid_reward, I increment possible thefts, and skip the next house. If we can rob at least K houses with the current capability, we try a lower capability, otherwise we need a higher one. This continues until we find the minimum. The big O is big O of n log m, where n is the number of houses, and m is the maximum amount of money in a house. This is because of the binary search and the single pass we make to find out how many houses can be stolen from. That's all for today. Like and subscribe, and please comment with any ideas you have for the series. Also, if you want to help me continue making videos, you can donate at buymeaboba.com. The link is in the description.